Hi guys, Wagwan! Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about visa application. Now, I know when I say visa application, many people might be thinking about American application or UK application. But no. Here's a hint. My outfit, what does it look like? Should I do a swirl for you? Okay, let me go do a swirl for you. Enough swirling. So today I want to talk about Nigerian application. So back in 2017, I turned 30. And yeah, I know I look like 23, but yeah, I'm over 30. And for some reason, I wanted to celebrate my 30th in Africa. I didn't care where in Africa, I just wanted to go to Africa. And I mean, I have relatives in Africa. My ancestors are from Africa. So it's like a natural thing for me to want to go back home. It worked out good for me because my friends were going back home. They're Nigerians. And they were going back home and they invited me to join them. So I took the opportunity. All I had to do was to apply for my Nigerian visa. That was much simpler than I thought it would be. You know, when we hear about apply for visas, like nervousness, like am I gonna get it or whatever. Many of you may know. If you don't know, I'm Jamaican and I have a Jamaican passport. I live in Switzerland, but I do not have a Swiss passport. I am 100% Jamaican. I just reside here. My Jamaican passport is what I use to travel wherever I go, okay? So the Nigerian embassy in Switzerland is in Bern. Now, if you're watching this and you're in Jamaica or you're in America or Canada or UK, and you have a you're in a similar situation like me, you're living outside the country, but you have a Jamaican passport, I would advise you, look online, call them, and they will tell you what to do. I found the address for Jamaicans, so you can call the number you find on their website, but you can go to 5 Waterloo Road, Kingston 10. That's where the Nigerian embassy is. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is complete an application form. The application form is available online, so you just go online, wherever you live, if you live in Jamaica, or I'm not sure because I tried to find the Nigerian embassy website in Jamaica and I couldn't find one, so check that out. So you wanna complete an application form. The next thing you will need are 2 passport size photographs. Next, you'll need an invitation from your host or your friend. So in my case, I was invited by a friend and he wrote a letter to say that he will take all immigration responsibility for me while I'm there. If you don't have a friend in Nigeria, I don't think you will need a letter per se, but you'll need confirmation of accommodation. So your hotel needs to provide you with an itinerary to say you're staying there from this time to that time, and that should be enough. The next thing you will need is a copy of your host valid passport or residency permit in Nigeria. Again, if you're going without knowing anyone, if you don't know anyone in Nigeria, you don't need this. It's only if you're going with a letter from a friend. Next thing is your work permit or your job letter or student letter, something like that. Here in Switzerland, they ask for your Swiss residency card. So along with my Jamaican passport, I had to bring my Swiss residency card. If you're in Jamaica, I would imagine you bring your Jamaican passport and your Jamaican ID. If you're in America, you bring your Jamaican passport, and this is for people who only have a Jamaican passport. If you have an American passport or British passport, then this doesn't apply to you. Your passport should be valid no less than 6 months. So this means you should have no less than 6 months validity in your Jamaican passport. The next thing you'll need is a copy of your bank statement. Now, think about it. If you're going to fly from wherever you are in the world, you're going to stay in Nigeria and you're going to have fun, you want sufficient cash, right? And you want to show that to the embassy that you can afford your trip. So they need a bank statement, but a bank statement that speaks to your ability to fund your trip. So the next thing you'll need is a flight confirmation ticket. If you're confident enough that you'll get your Nigerian visa, go ahead and buy your ticket. Book the cheapest ticket you can find and bring it to the embassy. But my advice would be go to a travel agency, tell them your travel plans, and they can create a travel itinerary for you, like a flight itinerary. And you might have to pay a little bit of money, but not the full flight. It's better to risk less than to risk like a full flight. So they will prepare an itinerary for you that you can take to the embassy. But the Nigerian embassy wants to see that you have a plan to leave their country after your stay, right? This is another important thing that you need. You need a yellow fever vaccine. You need to get this probably 6 weeks before you travel. So your doctor will give you a yellow book or whatever color they give in where you are, that you are vaccinated against yellow fever. All right, so number 10 is a very interesting one. All countries need a visa to enter Nigeria. The advantage for third world countries is that we pay less, significantly less than, let's say, a German, Swiss country, first world countries. Hanno had to pay, how much did you have to pay, Hanno?
120.
Yeah, Hanno had to pay 120, while I and David, we paid 20. We paid 20. And here on the website, I'll leave the link in the description. They state clearly, do not pay any application fees in the embassy. That might be different where you are, but in Switzerland, do not pay it in the embassy. Pay it online. If you have been to Nigeria before, like in my case, and you're applying again, which this video is kind of not for people who have applied, but we're at it, so let's talk about it. Make sure that you bring your passport and show your visa that you have, your previous visa. That's it. So the next thing is when you're applying, you have to book an appointment in advance. So you call them, you book an appointment to go into the embassy for your interview. Please note, if it's your first time applying for a Nigerian visa, you will need to go physically to the embassy and do an interview. Another point that I want to point out that they won't necessarily tell you if you don't ask is if you're traveling with a child, you need to, if you're traveling with a child, you need to travel with the child's birth paper, because when you go to Nigeria, you need to prove that this child belongs to you and you didn't steal someone's child. Yeah, and that was it. We submitted everything. We did our interview and we were successful and we got our visa and we went to Nigeria. It was a beautiful experience. We stayed in Abuja, then we drove up to Jos, and then we drove down to Kaduna and then back to Abuja. I got to celebrate my birthday in Nigeria, my 30th birthday, and this was the outfit I wore for my 30th, and it was beautiful. They treated me lovely. Everybody welcomed me. I also got to connect with the children of a children's home that my friends run. It's called the Crown Pillow, I think. And for my birthday, they sang, they danced, we ate big cake, we ate big meat. We had so much fun. It was really a really nice experience. And I would implore all Jamaicans, if you have the means to visit Africa, it's beautiful. It gives you a sense of belonging, you know? I wanted to experience where my ancestors are from, and I got that when I went to Nigeria. I got that. Every house we went, we were fed. We were fed and I was welcomed like a part of the family. It was an amazing experience. So if you have the means, you don't have to go to Nigeria. You can go to anywhere you want to go. I have plans to go to Kenya, to Ethiopia, to Uganda, to Zimbabwe, to Malawi. I have plans. I don't know if I'll make all of them, but that's a dream of mine, to like travel Africa. And I have beautiful friends here who are from those places, so that encourages me more to go see these places, and I implore you to do the same. So thank you for joining me, and I hope that you will apply for your Nigerian visa or whatever visa you choose to apply for. If you like this video, please let me know, because I have some experience with applying for other visas with my Jamaican passport. If you like this video, please let me know and I'll be happy to create some more for you. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me today. Have a nice day. Bye.